Oh my gosh, I feel like I can breathe again. It's Monday, I just left work, and I don't have to rush anywhere. I'm just gonna take my time, go home, finish some edits I should have finished last night, get some things online that should have been up this morning. I just bought a book. It's the first physical Dead Tree book that I have purchased in a very long time. So I've got myself a few projects for September. Firstly, got that job thing I've been working on. Got that going on 8 to 5 every weekday. Second of all, I've got the shows on the weekends. That's 8 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays, 2:30 on Sundays. That's a repeating schedule. In addition to those, I'm still doing my 3 different podcasts, Backstories, 925, and Can't Even. And of course, whenever and as much as I can, recording and editing these weekly vlogs. So now I've got 2 more projects I've given myself in the month of August. The first of which is to write 4 scripts for an educational channel I want to launch in September. I also want to try to record 2 of those scripts by the end of the month, and hopefully edit one of them fully so that it's ready to go at the beginning of September as a proof of concept. In addition to that, fun little side project, I've got a book to read, and I'm not good at reading, but luckily this book is a script. It's the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child book that I got yesterday. And the goal is to read through the book in its entirety, and in addition, study it a little bit and find out which characters are in which scenes, because I'm going to be hosting a reading party, and I want to know how many people need to be in which scenes, which characters to divvy up. So that's going to be a fun little project of mine through August as well. So yesterday I put my name in to get a haircut, and I was told I had about a 45-minute wait, so I sat down on a bench and I realized, hey, in my bag, I've got a book. So I pulled it out and I read. It was kind of weird. I'm not typically one of those keep 3 books with you at all times just in case you need them kind of people. I'm certainly not a read a book kind of people, but as far as I know, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is only a book right now. It's not an audiobook yet. So for now, I just gotta read with my eyeballs. So yesterday I was able to leave work, walk over to the coffee bean, sit at my computer and just edit for a couple of hours before heading over to my friend Norm's for a hypnosis night. Just go with it. My friend Sean is the writer for our podcast, The Backstories. He writes all of the stories, all of the journal entries, and also he is just a writer in general, and he has started writing a novel, which is this sci-fi fantasy epic called The Steampunk Princess. I'm sure you can glean something from that title. So we're recording it as an audiobook and we're uploading it to a Bandcamp page, and so far the prologue and the first chapter are available for you to listen to. They are pay what you want, and a certain quantity are available for free every month. And once again, I get to record and edit the audio, but I'm sitting there in awe of the writing and the performance. So if you have any interest in science fiction or fantasy or clockwork steampunky kind of things, check it out. Go over to thebackstories.bandcamp.com and you can find it under the one album that we have called The Steampunk Princess. There will be other stuff up there in the future, or there may be now if you're watching this video in the future, who knows. And now we're back at the show. After 2 solid weeks of running the show every night, and then after 4 days of not doing it at all, it's time to see if we remember it. So as it turns out, the answer is yes. Yes, we can remember the show after a week of not rehearsing it. So we had a pretty good second weekend of shows. We've got 3 more to go. We're gonna finish out August. It's gonna be great. In other news, all that free time I have now that I don't have rehearsals, yeah, not really a thing. I haven't managed to actually add any more time into my schedule that I didn't have before. If anything, I'm getting less done now that I have more time to do it all. I'm not entirely sure why, but ever since I was a kid, I've always been the kind of guy who the more I have to do and the less time I have to do it, the more of it I get done. Luckily for me, there's always another project. Toodles.